Welcome back. Let's now talk about Linux embedded systems. Wikipedia says that operating systems based on the Linux kernel are used in embedded systems such as consumer electronics. These could be examples such as your set-top boxes, smart TVs, in-vehicle infotainment, networking equipment such as wireless routers, machine control, industrial automation, navigation equipment such as your Garmin or other devices for GPS, and spacecraft flight software, other medical instruments in general. Thanks to their nature of versatility, operating systems based on the Linux kernel can be also found in mobile devices that are actually touchscreen-based embedded devices such as smartphone and tablets, together with personal digital assistants, which are PDAs, and a portable media player that are also inside of a touchscreen. Due to the low cost and ease of customization, Linux is now shipped to many consumer devices. Certain PDAs, TomTom GPS navigation devices, and residential gateways like the Linksys WRT54G series, or even smartphones such as the Motorola EXC series. Nokia is also very prone to have their operating system on their handsets, such as the Nokia N900 and the Nokia N9. A Linux kernel-based operating system known as Android is a mobile operating system that's based on the Linux kernel and is currently being developed by Google. With a user interface based on direct manipulation, Android is designing primarily for touchscreen mobile devices, such as smartphones and tablet computers. With specialized user interfaces for television, such as the Android TV, and now car, such as the Android Auto, not to mention wristwatches, which is now being under the Android Wear name. The OS uses touch inputs that loosely corresponds to real-world actions, like swiping or tapping, pinching, and reverse pinching to manipulate the on-screen objects, not to mention a virtual keyboard. Despite being primarily designed for touchscreen input, it has also been used in now game consoles, and even digital cameras and regular PCs, such as the HP Slate 21, and many other electronics. Another great example of embedded Linux setup is for the Debian Linux operating system. Debian has created a special Linux kernel that is embedded to the Raspberry Pi device. Raspberry Pi is a low-cost, credit card-sized computer that plugs into a computer monitor or TV. It uses just a standard keyboard and mouse. It's a capable little device that enables people of all ages to explore computer and learn how to program it in languages such as Python. It's very fun, and as you can see, it comes in this small soldered board, just like so, and has input and output basic devices. I highly recommend if you're interested into getting into both Python and or working with embedded Linux setups, such as Raspberry Pi, this is a great route to go. Linux can be found embedded in a lot of different cable provider TV boxes around the world as well. As we mentioned Android in just a few moments ago, it's now shipping on these boxes such as Google TV, which in itself is another form or type of Linux as an embedded system. Long story short, Linux is a very powerful operating system and at its very least can be set up on all kinds of different hardware components around the world, from anything from a PDA device all the way down to your car and GPS devices as well. It's very versatile, and if you have an experience with Linux, there's all kinds of cool things that you can do with Linux on embedded devices. Let's go ahead and finish this lesson and jump into the next.